Ever wondered why you believe what you believe? What if your most ingrained beliefs are not necessarily true? These thoughts may feel unsettling, even a bit unnerving. But it's natural to question, to probe the depths of our convictions. It's in these moments of uncertainty that we open doors to new understandings. So let's challenge ourselves and our societal norms. Are you ready for the journey? Let's embark on a journey of self-examination with Socratic philosophy. Have you heard about Socrates, the ancient Greek philosopher? If not, let's dive into a bit of history. Socrates was a classical Greek philosopher credited as one of the founders of Western philosophy. He lived around the 5th century BC, a time when Athens was a hub of cultural and intellectual growth. But what makes Socrates truly influential is not just his time and place in history, but his unique approach to wisdom and knowledge. At the heart of Socratic philosophy lies the Socratic Method, a form of dialogue where questions are raised and assumptions challenged. Instead of telling people what to think, Socrates would ask probing questions, nudging them to think critically and reach their own conclusions. He had this profound belief in the power of asking questions. For him, a question was not a sign of ignorance, but a path to wisdom. This leads us to Socrates' famous saying, "An unexamined life is not worth living." What did he mean by this? Simply put, he was stressing the importance of self-examination. He believed in the pursuit of personal and intellectual growth through constant questioning and introspection. By questioning our beliefs, values, and assumptions, we can gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. But Socratic philosophy is not just about self-examination. It's also about questioning societal norms. Socrates often challenged the status quo, urging people to think beyond societal norms and conventions. He believed that only by questioning and analyzing can we truly understand and appreciate the complexities of life. Now you might be wondering, why is this ancient philosophy relevant today? Well, in an era of information overload where we are often told what to think and believe, the principles of Socratic philosophy are more important than ever. They remind us of the power of critical thinking, the value of self-examination, and the importance of questioning societal norms. Socratic philosophy is all about questioning and self-examination. In the next scene, we will delve into the importance of self-examination, a cornerstone of Socratic philosophy, and why it matters in our journey toward manhood. Stay tuned. Why is self-examination so important, you may ask? Well, let's dive into it. Imagine standing in front of a mirror, not a mirror that reflects your physical appearance, but one that reveals your inner self, your thoughts, your emotions, your motivations. This, my friends, is the essence of self-examination. Self-examination is like a personal compass. It helps us understand where we are, identify where we want to go, and chart the course to get there. It's a journey inward that can lead to profound understanding and personal growth. When we take the time to ask ourselves questions, we start to uncover our true selves. We reveal our passions, our fears, our strengths, and our vulnerabilities. We begin to understand what makes us tick. This understanding is the key to making informed decisions that align with our core values and aspirations. But self-examination isn't just about discovering our true selves. It's about peeling back the layers of societal expectations, the pressures to conform, to fit in. It's about challenging the status quo and asking, is this really who I am? Is this who I want to be? And when we start asking these questions, we begin to see the world in a different light. We start to see opportunities where we once saw obstacles. We start to see potential where we once saw limitations. We start to see our lives not as a series of random events, but as a path towards self-discovery and self-fulfillment. Self-examination also fosters resilience. When we understand ourselves, we become better equipped to deal with life's challenges. We learn to view setbacks not as failures, but as learning opportunities. We become more adaptable, more resilient, more capable of bouncing back from adversity. So let's make a pact right now. Let's commit to regular self-examination. Let's commit to asking ourselves the tough questions, to challenging our assumptions, to stepping outside of our comfort zones. Let's commit to leading a life of purpose, of authenticity, of fulfillment. After all, as Socrates himself said, an unexamined life is not worth living. So let's flip the script. A life without self-examination is a life unfulfilled. But why should we question societal norms? Societal norms are the unwritten rules that govern our behavior. They're like the invisible lines that guide us, dictating what's appropriate, what's acceptable, and what's expected of us. But have you ever stopped to wonder why these lines exist in the first place? When we question societal norms, we're essentially challenging the status quo. We're shaking the foundations of what we've been conditioned to believe is right and asking, why? And it's in that questioning, that probing, that we open the door to progress and innovation. Think about it. If we never questioned anything, if we blindly accepted everything as it is, how would we ever grow? How would we ever evolve? Every great leap in human history, every groundbreaking invention, every revolutionary idea, they all began with a question. They all began with someone daring to challenge the norm and think outside the box. But questioning societal norms isn't just about progress on a grand scale. It's also about personal growth. It's about avoiding the trap of conformity. When we question societal norms, we're giving ourselves permission to be different, to be unique, to be ourselves. We're saying that it's okay to not fit in, to not go with the flow, to not be like everyone else. It's in this act of questioning that we find our true selves. We discover our own values, our own beliefs, our own path. We learn to listen to our own voice instead of being drowned out by the noise of society. We learn to be true to ourselves instead of being shaped by the expectations of others. But remember, questioning societal norms doesn't mean rejecting them outright. It means examining them critically, understanding their purpose, and deciding whether they align with our values. It means making informed decisions instead of blindly following the crowd. And so, we circle back to our original question, why should we question societal norms? The answer is simple, because it's through questioning that we grow, that we innovate, that we find our true selves. Questioning societal norms is the first step towards progress. So, how is Socratic philosophy relevant today? Well, despite being centuries old, Socratic philosophy is far from outdated. In fact, its teachings are more relevant today than ever before. We live in a world that's brimming with information, yet we often lack the tools to dissect and understand it. That's where Socratic philosophy steps in. Socrates encouraged us to question everything, to delve deeper, to examine our beliefs, and to challenge the status quo. This is the essence of critical thinking, a skill that's indispensable in the 21st century. In a world where fake news can spread like wildfire, the ability to scrutinize information, to question its source and its validity, is crucial. But it's not just about the external world. The Socratic Method urges us to turn the mirror on ourselves, to question our own beliefs and actions. This introspection, this self-examination, is the cornerstone of personal growth and self-improvement. It allows us to identify our biases, to question our prejudices, and to strive for a better understanding of ourselves and the world around us. Socratic philosophy also encourages us to challenge societal norms. Now, this doesn't mean to rebel without cause, but rather to question why things are the way they are, and whether they should be that way. This mindset fosters innovation and progress, pushing us to improve not just ourselves, but our societies too. In a world that often values conformity, Socratic philosophy is a reminder that it's okay to think differently, to ask difficult questions, and to seek the truth, even if it's uncomfortable. It's a call to intellectual bravery, to the courage to question, analyze, and grow. So is Socratic philosophy relevant today? Absolutely. It's a compass that guides us in our quest for knowledge, a tool that sharpens our critical thinking skills, and a catalyst for self-improvement. Socratic philosophy is not just a historical concept, it is a tool for self-improvement in the modern world. Feeling intrigued by Socratic philosophy? Well, you should be. This ancient Greek philosophy, built on the foundation of self-examination, critical thinking, and questioning societal norms, is as relevant today as it was over 2,000 years ago. Throughout our discussion, we've delved into the profound depth of Socratic philosophy. We've explored the significance of self-examination and how it empowers us to better understand our own thought processes, feelings, and motivations. We've also examined how critical thinking can free us from the shackles of societal expectations, allowing us to shape our own unique path in life. Now, it's your turn. Begin your journey of self-examination. Ask challenging questions. Analyze your beliefs, your values, your actions. Seek wisdom not in knowing everything, but in understanding that you know nothing. That's the essence of Socratic philosophy. If you found this video enlightening, I encourage you to share it with others who might also benefit from this timeless wisdom. And if you want to delve deeper into the world of philosophy, self-improvement, or any other topic that sparks your interest, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. By doing so, you'll not only support our work, but also ensure you don't miss out on future videos. Start your journey of self-examination today, and remember, the only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. Socrates.